Good morning, everyone. This week we're going to be working on lesson 25. This is Mrs. Torp, and I'll be your teacher for this week. Remember, there are 5 different lessons in this recording, one for each day of the week. So you can do as many as you want in one day. You can do one a day, or you can repeat them. You choose what you need to practice. So our week at a glance this week, we are going to talk about how people get food from plants, and we're going to talk a lot about some different vocabulary words that go with planting and food. Some of you are going to be working on sight words this week. This lists some sight words that go with this unit, but most of you know the sight words you should be practicing from your list you got from your teacher. We're also going to work on reading, sounding out some words, and listening for sounds in words. You have 2 read aloud books this week that Mrs. Torp read for you that are in your learning calendar. One is Bread Comes to Life, which is an informational text. Remember, that means that it tells us information about something. And a realistic fiction, which is Pie in the Sky, which means it's a made-up story, but it has a lot of real things in it. So our big question this week is, how do people get food from plants? Let's start with a poem. I had a little nut tree, nothing would it bear, but a silver nutmeg and a golden pear. The King of Spain's daughter came to visit me, and all for the sake of my little nut tree. I skipped over water, I danced over sea, and all the birds in the air couldn't catch me. How do you know that this is a poem? You're right, it has rhyming words. Not all poems have rhyming words, but this one does. Bear and pear. I'll move my pointer so you can look. Me and tree, sea and me. All of those are rhyming words. Is this kind of a tree real or made up tree? What do you think? Do you know any other kinds of foods that grow on trees? What do we call the people who grow plants for food? All right, let's do some sounds and letters. T, I, N. What's the word? You're right, tin. Now change the T to W. Win. Remember, you're going to listen to the sounds when I say them, and then you're going to say the word, and then I'll put it up on the screen. D, I, sh. Dish. Change the D to W. Wish. J, E, T. Jet. Change the J to W. Wet. B, E, L. Bell. Change the B to W. Well. Say this word. Fox. So repeat after me. When I say the word, you repeat it. Fox. Now say it without the beginning sound. You're right. Ox. Those lines on either side of those letters, boys and girls, if Miss Pepper or Miss Hovey didn't explain that, those are for just when you say the sounds, when you're not sounding out, when you're not reading the word, you're just listening to it. Say the word. Hat. Now say it without the beginning sound. At. Nice work. Say this word, win. Now without the beginning sound. In. Nice job. Hop. Leave off the beginning sound. Op. Nice job. Woohoo, you are amazing. I agree. All right, let's learn some new words. They call them everyday words on here. A lot of times we call them sight words. Was. You can try to read before me or say it after me. Play. She. Then. He. Make. All right, now we're going to look at some sentences. Now, when we try to fill in a missing word in a sentence, sometimes it's really obvious and we'll go, oh yeah, that's the only word that makes sense. But sometimes we have to try a bunch of the words before we can figure out which one makes sense. Let's try this first sentence. They will a garden. Look at the list. Can you figure out what makes sense? Look at the boy and the girl in the picture. If you said make, you were right. They will make a garden. Let's try the next one. Planted the seeds. So look at the picture. Who's planting the seeds in the picture? He planted the seeds. Now you might notice that Mrs. Torp changed this to a capital H. Why did I do that? You're right, because it needs to be a capital because it's the beginning of a sentence. Has the water can. She has the water can. Did you notice I changed it to a capital letter again? They will grow tall. I'm not sure of that one. I'm going to try some of the words that we didn't use yet. Was, they will grow tall. No, that doesn't make sense. Play, they will grow tall. No, that doesn't make sense. Then they will grow tall. Oh, that one makes sense. So you see how sometimes you have to try some different words to make sure you have the right one. Then they will grow tall. Later they will a game. Play a game. It a fun day. And we only have one word left, so that word is was. It was a fun day. Great job. All right, let's practice some words that go with our theme this week about plants and planting. Why is it important to pull weeds? So first think about what a weed is. And then why is it important to pull those? What do you think? You can think your answer. You can say it out loud to your computer like you're talking to Mrs. Torp, or you can say it with someone who's sitting with you. Is a jar a fork? Is a jar or a fork a kind of container? So think about what a container is. Container is something you put things in. So that would be you're right, a jar. Is a speckled animal one color or spotted? So what does speckled mean? You're right, spotted. Good job. Is a tropical place cold or hot? Tropical means hot. Arctic means cold. You are a terrific thinker. Thanks for sharing your ideas. All right, let's do some letters. If you notice on the top, there's the letter O, J, and X. You're going to figure out what's missing from each of those words. And the words go with the picture. So we're going to start on top with the cat. Will he fit in the box? Tell me what letter is missing. You're right, it's an X. Amy put jam on it. It is missing the J. Good job. Remember, J goes under the ground. It's a worm line letter. The dog is in her lap. You're right. O. Ah is an O. Ron likes to jog. J. The sun is hot. O is correct again. Nice job. Oh, there's one on the bottom. Let Mrs. Torp see if I can move this. Actually, I can't, so we're going to keep going. It did say fox, though, because we can see the fox in the picture. An exclamation is a type of sentence that shows strong feelings. So we know that we have ending marks in our sentences. We have a period that we use most of the time that just tells when we're just writing about something. And sometimes we ask a question and we might have a question mark, but we can also use an exclamation point, or sometimes I call them exciting marks. And it means that you have a lot of feeling about that thing. Let's read this one. You go ahead and read it first. Today is my birthday. So do you notice how Mrs. Torp's voice had more feeling in it? Your turn. Look at all the presents. Boys and girls, if you're not able to read the sentence on your own when I wait for you, that's okay. Then just wait and read it with Mrs. Torp when she reads it. I love cake. Raise your hand if you love cake. I love cake too. Oh no, they flew away. Do you notice that the sentence has a lot of feeling, so it has an exclamation point, but that doesn't mean it's always a good feeling. Woohoo, you were terrific. All right, that's the end of day 1. So if you want to pause the video now and start with day 2 tomorrow, that's great. Otherwise, you can continue to go on. So again, our question is, welcome back, boys and girls. Today is day 2. So remember, our question is, how do people get food from plants? Take a look at these pieces of fruit. Can you name them? What word could name all 3 things? Oh, I kind of gave it away. They're all fruit. So the names of these fruits, of course, are banana. That middle one might have been hard for you to tell. It's a pear, and then an apple, of course. Can you name some other fruits for me? What is your favorite fruit? My favorite fruit is a banana, boys and girls. All right, let's do some more letter work. Listen and then say the word. N-A-P. So listen to Mrs. Torp say it, and then now you're going to change it. Change the N to a M. You're right, map is the word. K-up. Cup. Change the K to P. You're right, it's pup. All right, this one, I'm going to let you try to sound out on your own since it gives you the word, and then we'll change it. P-E-N, pen. Let's change the P to H. Hen is right. Boy, you're doing some nice sounding out words. Good job. Jug. Change the J to H. Hug. All right, now we're going to say the word. Your turn. The word is fan. Say it without the beginning sound. And good job. Net. Say it without the beginning sound. Et. Gum. Without the beginning sound. That was outstanding. Look at that exclamation point. All right, these are our sight words again. So we're going to build them and say them. Here we go. Okay, what's that word? Them. Repeat it again. Them. Say it in a whisper voice. Them. Say it in a silly voice. Them. Let's see what they're going to build next. Remember, sight words are words you want to be able to say without sounding out. This word is could. You say it. Say it soft. Could. Say it in a silly voice. Maybe do a princess voice this time. Could. New. Your turn. Say it in a soft voice. Say it in a silly voice. There. Say it in a soft voice. Say it in a silly voice. When. Say it soft. Say it silly. Way to go, boys and girls. All right, here's some words that go with our theme. Name a crop a farmer plants in the ground. So remember, a crop is what things that farmers plant. So what do you think they plant? Crops are things like wheat and corn. What things can be a golden color? So say some things that are a golden color. If a seed begins to sprout, what does it do? The word sprout means that the seed is starting to grow up out of the ground. When you grind something, does it become small pieces or one big piece? Remember, grind means to make something smaller. If you remember when we read the story, The Little Red Hen, how she harvested the wheat and she took it and ground it up to make flour. So she made it smaller. What would you grow on a patch of land? Patch has a couple different meanings. Might be a patch on your pants leg if you got a hole in your knee, but that's not what this one means because of the context. It says, what would you grow on a patch of land? A patch of land is a small area of land, like maybe where you have a garden in your yard. If something is sturdy, is it weak or strong? You're right, it's strong. Nice work. All right, let's fill in the missing letters. Our letters are E, H, K, or O. He is hot. What letter is missing from that word? Good, it's an H. Do you see the fox? What's missing from the middle of that word? Ox. That's right, ah is an O. This is the kit. You're right, the beginning sound is a K. I love my pet. P-et. Is an E. Good, those vowels in the middle are hard sometimes. All right, we have our exclamation points again. We're going to do some sentences. that go with these pictures. Go ahead and you try first. It is too cold. Do you notice that they made sure they did a capital letter at the beginning and an exclamation at the end? Your turn. Jim won the game. Make sure you use an exciting voice. Your turn. I love this book. All right, that's the end of day 2. You can go ahead and pause it now if you want to do it one every day, or you can keep going. Welcome back, boys and girls. Today is day 3 of our video lessons. We have the same question about how people get food from plants. All right, so first, what kind of foods do you like to eat for breakfast? Maybe you said pancakes or fruit, milk, eggs. I bet a lot of you said cereal too. Now, what do you like to eat for lunch? Here are some of my ideas. Carrots, sandwich, yogurt, banana. It's probably kind of different than what you ate when you were at school. What foods do you like to eat for dinner or supper? I see chicken, I see bread and potatoes. Mr. Torp and I like pizza too. And what snacks do you like to have? Fruit, maybe some chips. I know that some of you like hummus or things like that because I've seen you eat them for snack at school. And cheese. Hopefully you're not just eating junky snacks like potato chips, even though those are really good. I hope you're eating some healthy snacks at home too, like we do at school. All right, let's blend some sounds and say some words. All right, your turn. Fix. Change the f to s. 6. I'm going to say the sounds, and then I want you to say the word, so you're listening carefully. W, e, l. Well. Change the first sound to a f. Fell. B, e, g. Beg. Change the b to k. Keg. A keg, boys and girls, if you don't know, sometimes root beer comes in kegs, root beer pop. So you might have seen one before or a picture of one. It's like a wooden barrel. J, a, m. Jam. Change the j to h. Ham. All right. Let's say the word, and then we're going to change it and say it without the beginning sound. So we have a bus. Go ahead and say it. Now take off the beginning sound. Us. Good job. Fish. Take off the beginning sound. Ish. Bat. Take off the beginning sound. At. Mug. Ugh. 10. N. You did it, and see that exclamation point. All right, this is going to be a race, okay? So I'll do the first one, but then you can do them after that. What you're going to do is you're going to pick one of 2 words. You get to pick the word, and then you're picking which one you think will race to the finish. So I want you to say the word that you want to be the winner. Said was the winner. First, read the first First read the words. Say, must. Pick your winner. Said, say. Was, give. Ate, must. Give, was. You're a winner. Nice job, boys and girls. All right, so these are some of those words again from our theme this week. If someone is going to grind corn, will that person crush it or cook it? So think about, what does grind mean? You're right, it means to crush something, make it smaller. Which is more sturdy, a spider web or a wooden house? Tell why. Would you find a crop on a farm or on a bus? Remember, always give your reason why. You are a terrific thinker. I wish I could hear your answers. All right, we're going to read some words now, not just listening. This time you're going to read the word. Ox, ox. Ox, box. Your turn. Bet, bet. So when you see a new word, boys and girls, I want you to try to sound it out, and then I will sound it out so that if you need help, you can do it with me. Jet, jet. It, kit. Id, kid. Id, hid. All right, let's do some sentences now. Remember, we're practicing reading sight words and sounding out words. I'm going to let you try first. Now, if you need to do it with Mrs. Torp, we'll do it together. The hen is on a box. All right, here's our next one. You can try first. John had a jet kit. You're an amazing reader. I agree. All right, here's our sentences that we're practicing. Capitals at the beginning and punctuation at the end. Look, it snowed last night. So I need to add a capital L at the beginning and exclamation at the end. He won the game. Oh, it wasn't he, it was we. We won the game, so we needed a W. My kite flew away. There's that capital M and punctuation at the end. Stop that dog. Thanks for your help. All right, that's the end of day 3. You can pause now or keep going. See you tomorrow. All right, this is day 4 of our lessons together. We have the same driving question. Let's go ahead and look at these fruits. I want to talk about adjectives today. Can you say that word? Right, adjectives. Adjectives are how we describe things. When we describe a food, we would do how it looks and tastes and smells and feels and use our senses. Other times we might not use all of our senses. Like if I was going to ask you to describe your shirt, we probably wouldn't do how it smells. But for food, we will. So look at the apple. What are some words you could use to describe it? Here's my ideas: red, crunchy, and sweet. Now you try for the banana. I'm sure you had great ideas. Here are some: long, yellow, and soft. How about the orange? Can you think of a word that describes an orange, or more than one word? Juicy, orange, leathery. Leathery is a texture. It'd be how the orange feels on the outside. All right, let's say some sounds and blend them into words. P, a, d. You say the word. Pad. Now let's change it. Remember, we're changing the beginning sounds. P to a s. Good. Sad. T, a, p. Top. Change the word. Change that to m. Mop. Nice job. W, I, g. Wig. Change the word. Change the w to p. Pig. Lock. Change the word. The l to r. Rock. Nice job. R, I, p. Rip. Change the r to z. Zip. All right, let's do a little bit of a different activity. We're just going to change that beginning sound again. So I want you to say the word after I do, and then say it without the beginning sound. Log. Og. Good job. Tub. Ub. Net. Pet. Excellent. You're getting so good at these activities. Nice job. This is what makes good readers. All right. These are words that are going to be in the word jar. These are our everyday words or our sight words. So let's see if you can read it before Mrs. Torp does. There. Say. Said. Ate. Give. Give. Must. Said. Must. Say. Ate. You do know a lot of words. And if you didn't know all those, that's okay. Keep practicing. All right, what does sprout mean again? Think about it. Which will help seeds sprout, snow or rain? Yep, rain. Is a patch of ground small or very large? It's usually small. If an apple is golden, does it look more yellow or more green? Yellow. Thanks for sharing your ideas with me. All right, this is a story. I'm going to read the story this first time, and then if you want to go back and read the story by yourself again, just go ahead and rewind it, or have mom and dad go back to the beginning of the story, but I'm just going to read it to you for this first time. Play, kid, play. This is Dad. Just going to move that out of the way. This is Dad Fox. He hid a big box. Dad Fox hid the box. Can Red Hen find it? Yes, she did. The box is not for me, said Red Hen. It is not for me. Did John Dog see the box? He did find the big box Dad Fox hid. It is not for me, said John Dog. Kid Fox, look! Dad Fox hid this box. Kid Fox got the box. A sax is in it. She can play it. Play, kid, play. The end. So like I said, if you want to read the story yourself now, go back a little bit and read it yourself. You can read along with me too. All right. Writing sentences. So remember, exclamations have strong feelings. Go ahead and read that sentence for me. I love picnics. Your turn. This is yummy. Stop that ant. All right, that's the end of day 4. So you can pause the video now and come back to it tomorrow, or you can keep going. Welcome to day 5. We still have our same question. How do people get food from plants? This is a guessing game that if we were at school together, we would love to play this, but it's about describing a food to a friend and see if your friend can guess the food. So this is something you could do with someone at home, mom or dad or brother or sister, grandma and grandpa, where you use describing words to describe something and they guess what it is. Remember, we want to use our senses. Smell, taste, look, sounds, and feels to describe food. All right, let's go ahead and say some sounds and blend them together to say a new word. B-u-g, bug. Why don't you do this one with me? It, hit. S-a-n, sun. B-e-d, bed. L-i-p, lip. All right, now we're going to change. Oop, it went really fast. Let's go back to the rug. Change the B to R. So the first one would have been bug. It's kind of going crazy. Oh, it was bug, and we had to change it to rug. Sorry, boys and girls, I made a mistake. Remember, that happens all the time. So then we did hit, and we changed it to sit. Now let's look at sun. Change the first sound to a f. So it's fun. Good job. Change the b to a r. Red. Change the l to a d. Dip. Nice work. You're a star. I agree. You've been working so hard. Nice job. All right, these are our sight words again, our everyday words. So Mrs. Torp is going to see if you can beat Mrs. Torp. Can you read the word before I do? Then. Away. Them. By. some, then, by, some, over, them, must, over. You do know a lot of words. Good job. Were you able to beat Mrs. Torp on some of them? I hope so. All right, so is a crop planted in the ground or in a rock? Oh my goodness, that's a silly question. We know it's planted in the ground. What color crayons or markers make a golden color? Some of you have a goldenrod crayon that actually says goldenrod. So anything that's gold or yellow, sometimes a really light orange even will be golden. If seeds sprout, do they then become bigger or smaller? So think about when you plant a seed, when it starts to sprout, does it become bigger or smaller? You're right, it becomes bigger. Would you grind grain before or after it's ripe? Remember the little red hen again. After the grain was ripe and she harvested it out of the field, then she was able to grind it. Would a field of grass fit into a patch of land? Tell why or why not. That's a tricky question. You probably could argue either one depending on how big your patch of land is. Usually a patch of land, though, is smaller than a field. Which is sturdy, a rock or paper? You're right, a rock is more sturdy. You're my star. All right, let's do some word building. You're going to sound it out, and then I will say it when you're done. So if you need help, you can get help. Hot. Jot. Jog. Hog. Hug. Bug. It's a little trickier when they change that vowel sound. B-e-g. Beg. Bet. Bit. Fit. Fix. Fox. Box. Very good job. All right, let's practice our sentences with those exclamation points. Read the sentence with me, please. Look at all the apples. Amy loves to pick apples. The apples are so sweet. Her bucket is full. All right, boys and girls, this is the end of our lessons for this week. Remember, you can go back and do some of them again if you need more practice. Otherwise, next week you'll have a different teacher who'll do the lessons with you. Thanks for working hard.